All right, everybody, let's get this party started. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and tonight I'm live streaming once again. This is my Friday night live stream. Nobody's joined just yet, but we'll see what happens. No big rush. I mean, it's Friday night. Most people are out there doing something, right? I know Todd and Jason and Avery are probably, living it up in the Vida Loca or whatever. But me, I'm at home live streaming. All right. I put up a video just a few hours ago. I finally, after 8 months, got a response from Image Comics to Hero. And luckily for me, they have passed, which I had always assumed they had from the very beginning. But I was very happy they sent my books back, because that's a good thing. You can always use extra copies of Hero. But tonight, we're drawing. Let me get my other video screen set up, and I'm very excited about being able to do some drawing tonight. I am in the mood to draw. Let's get this started. All right. We are now recording. Let me lower the camera down. Hold on. I got it set up on the medium section. I have all these different levels of which I can do stuff at. And this one, I want to put right about here. There we go. All right. Oh, let's see. I actually do have a character I want to work on. One of my background characters for the next chapter. She's a rabbit. And she's a little important. She's a little crazy, too. You know what? It might be best if I brought up my reference so I know what it is I'm drawing, Sorry, I know this is boring, but let's see. There we go. I named her Handmaiden Number 1 because at the time I didn't have a name for her, and to be honest, I still don't think I have a name for her. But that's okay. Actually, I just realized her nose is much different than this. Actually, her whole face is different than this. There we go. She's got a cute little pudgy nose. A little chin. This actually looks more like a cat than a rabbit, doesn't it? Oh well, we'll work on that some more. Actually, I should probably get some reference for rabbits, and actually, that would probably be best. Yeah, sometimes I end up making stuff up as I draw it, and it doesn't always translate well when you try to redraw it from a different angle. She's got somewhat spiky hair in the front. And she's got these crazy wide eyes. Because, quite frankly, she is a little crazy. she's one of the handmaidens responsible for protecting Hero's sister, who is the Empress. And she is quite insane. And it's one of the things I like about this character. She is a lady, so she does have a female figure. And she has these particular robes that have these very long hands. And underneath them, they actually hide stuff. I think her stuff was a sword. Yeah, her nose needs to be a little bit smaller. A little bit more up. I'll make her look a little bit more like a rabbit. Actually, she probably has some teeth too, but for some reason I don't like drawing teeth on characters like this. Beavers and rabbits and all, where they would have profound teeth coming out, much like this. Yeah, I just don't like that look, even though she is a rabbit. She probably does have large teeth, but they don't have to be out where everybody can see it. And she has, it's not a birthmark, but it's a gray coloring around her eye. She probably has gray spots elsewhere on her body, but you're never going to see that because she's always wearing the tunic or whatever. Say it's a gi, but it's not. That's more of a combat type kimono. That's it. That's the word I'm thinking of. Most likely under here, she's holding on to a sword. Actually, she probably has two of them. Or they're underneath her dress where she's got her hands in front of her, like this, most likely crossing her hands. And, but her swords are always close to her because you never know when danger is going to threaten her lady and she has to do something about it. Okay, and then the other handmaiden is my fox character, who actually is going to be super hugely important at some point in the future. And let's see if I have the reference for her. Yes, I do. There were two other handmaidens that I had designed originally. There was a bird and a pig. The pig may make it into the story as a background character, but the bird probably not. Originally, she had 4 handmaidens, and technically, she really only needs 2 or 3. Oh, why did this open up? Oh, okay. Just wondering why this opened up in Photoshop, and I just realized it was a Photoshop document, so that's why it opened up in Photoshop. All right, we're going to draw her next. Kind of in the, this one's over and looking in this direction. She's kind of in this direction. Similar motif and so forth. Actually, her nose should be more pointed. Let me get the other reference piece out. This is it, and this is actually the image I was looking for. All right, close this one. Yes, I know I'm talking to myself. That's what I have to do when it's only me. And I'm the only one watching, so I know nobody's out there. But that's okay. That is perfectly fine. It means I can do this in... It's not that I can't get work done, but doing my live stream kind of forces me to do some drawing. I have a pretty busy schedule lately, so I can't always guarantee that I'm going to have time to do a drawing. And this way, because I commit to the live stream, I do drawings. I do. And her hair on the side comes out a little bit, like that. And she's got a little bit of hair right up on the top. And her ears actually come up from behind and spike forward. Kind of like that about her. And then she has this little thing in her hair. And she has the black coloring in her hair, in her ears. There we go. This double line here makes it look like she's got her mouth open, but she doesn't. She's just smiling. There we go. This young lady, her name is Faith. It's the name we gave her for the story. And I hope she becomes an important character because I like drawing her. I like the way she looks. I think she's a very pretty character. And if all goes according to plan, she will be Hero's first love. That does not necessarily mean she'll be his only love. She's kind of like bit of a tease would be by saying she's like Spider-Man's Gwen Stacy, first love type thing. Not necessarily last love, but first love. And she and this other character are very much dressed very similar. And she also has the hand thing going on where you have these large cuffs as part of her kimono that, of course, hide something. And her weapon of choice were long spike-like knives that she throws. And in the story, she does get an opportunity to use them. Actually, very quickly. That part is coming up very soon in the story. And whereas this young lady, has a very small circular tail, she has a very large fox tail. Just like this. There we go. Now, I think proportion-wise, I drew her head here a little bit larger than her head. So I may have to, when I scan it in, I may have to shrink it down when I go to the final piece. But these two characters will be standing next to each other, kind of in the background at first. They eventually do make an appearance and become part of the story after something happens, which we'll see eventually. But as of right now, this is them. The handmaidens. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and draw the third one, even though she's not. Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to stop this recording and save it. Like most of you know, if you've watched my live streams before, I like to take whatever video I do while I'm live streaming and then speed it up and make it available the next day. And that's what I'm going to do here. And we'll call it Handmaidens. There we go. That's that. And let's see what else we're going to do next. Let's see. Trying to think, what do I need to do next in this particular story? Yeah, see, this is the one that I did the other day where it has Hero and his sister, the rat guy, and then the two people in the background. That's the two handmaidens. So they're close by, but they're not necessarily in this particular. Hey, what's happening? Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry about that, guys. I think I want to work on Hero's sister a little bit. We may make another video of her. She's very much she's a character that her finer qualities are the fact that she's a born leader. In this particular chapter of the story, she's going to have to make some decisions that will ultimately put the city that she protects and its people in danger. And she does whatever it is she has to do to make sure that every soul there is safe. even if it means the destruction of the town or the city. It's one of those decisions that leaders have to make, you know, sacrifice the village in order to save the villagers. It's very much a theme in being a hero. One of the things I like about the story idea that we have going on is that each of Hero's siblings that he's going to go out into the world and meet, each of them kind of represents an aspect of being a hero, and that's where he learns a lot of, who he is and what it's like being a hero. And she's definitely a leader. That's kind of her heroic aspect. Cool under pressure, able to make the really tough decisions. Those type of aspects of being a hero, a leader of people. And I kind of like that of her. Now, one of the themes in the story is that there are 12 gods in the world. There's not only 12 gods, but there's 12 main gods, and each of them has chosen one of Hero's siblings to be like a not a representative or an avatar, but as a champion. And each of them has given or granted amongst his siblings a gift from the gods. And in the second book, Hero learns that he needs to go and find all of his brothers and sisters and collect these items, these gifts from the gods. And I know what her gift is. I'm not sure if it's a glove or a necklace or a bracelet. It's some type of wearable thing. Part of me thinks it's like a glove or a gauntlet or something. And it protects the wearer from harm. And I haven't figured out which god gives her this. Well, she gets it from her husband, who we'll find out later is no longer with us. And it was given to her from him, but it was originally given to him by a god, or it was passed down to him from a god. I just don't know which one. I have 12 to choose from. Well, actually, technically, I already accounted for a gift from Hera, so I have 11 to choose from. I'll have to, or either I'll have to do it, or Michael will do it. We'll have to figure out who the god is that grants her the gift that she uses, that she gives to Hero, I should say. Now, as you can tell, we don't always think this fully through. That's just the way it is. There's a lot of the stories that we kind of fly by the seat of our pants, and we have an idea of where everything's going. I mean, I sat down and talked to Michael about it. I know exactly how Hero ends. I know exactly the last few pages of the last book, exactly what's going to happen. I know who's there. I know who's not there. I know what's said. I know everything about it. And but there's a lot of other stuff that it's kind of, we fly by the seat of our pants, just because we're making it up as we go along. We don't necessarily have to sit down and know every aspect of every chapter. We just know specific things have to happen. And specific events have to take place and specific characters have to be met and dangers have to be dealt with and obstacles have to be overcome, and that's just part of the story process. But exactly where they happen and who's all involved, that's something we make up as we go along. So, hey dear, how you doing? How was your movie? Oh, okay, very good. My son and wife just got home from a movie. My wife wanted to go see the Mamma Mia sequel, and my son agreed to take her. Poor kid. I used to have to do that kind of stuff. You know, if the wife wants to see a chick flick, you go see a chick flick, you know? There was a time for my birthday I wanted to go see, it was one of the Hobbit movies had come out. And my wife said, "That's 3 hours long." I said, "I know." She said, "Okay, we can go see it, but then you have to go see 3 chick flicks." And I was like, "Our next 3 movies have to all be chick flicks." And I'm like, "Oh," so I agreed to it. Oh, hey, Jerry. Not feeling good? Man, sorry about that. It's just me tonight, just me talking to myself. Oh, Jen says hi, by the way, Jerry. At the end of the live stream, I go check in with her and see how the movie went, and hopefully they had a good time. Oh, I know they did, you know. Actually, I think they were going with Jen's mother, so we'll have to see how that turned out. Not particularly a movie I care to see. Avery would probably say, no, he's waiting for the steelbook case. Jerry says hi, dear. You know what? Maybe I should work on designing whatever it is that the gift. One of the ideas I had, I was telling Mike, is to make it, originally it was supposed to be like a bracelet that he wrapped around his arm. But then I thought, what if it was like a glove or a gauntlet that he wore that had some type of gem or jewelry around it? And that might work too, you know? So we'll get a little basic hero type hand here. Thumb comes out the side, 3 fingers. All right. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of a glove with no fingers. Maybe even a band. Something like that. And then on the back of the glove, some type of maybe a gem or jewelry. Kind of, I don't know. I'm starting to think, starting to think like Infinity Gauntlet type thing, but it only has 1 gem. Maybe it's just simply a glove. You know, you can have just a glove. You know, got an Infinity Gauntlet type feel going on here. Maybe it has. There's a. Yeah, I know. I kind of have the Blu-ray sitting over here, and I was looking at it earlier. I guess you can see where my inspiration for some things comes from, because it's usually stuff that's sitting right there next to me. But there's a symbol that I need to design, kind of like a a house sigil type of thing for the clan that she's married into, and maybe make that something that's like either embroidered or stitched or a jewel that looks like the sigil on the glove. That might actually work. Yeah, see, that's, to me, that's a little too bulky for what I was thinking. So I'll have to rethink this. Maybe we go. Maybe it's a band, like a band around the arm. You know, maybe that's attached to a glove. Hmm. But there's only one. There's not a pair. There's only one. You put a glove on, and it protects you from harm. Or maybe it's not the glove itself that's the gift. Maybe it's something that's on the glove or inside the glove. Yeah, I still like the idea of some type of jewel, but I still have to design the sigil of the house. I'm not sure if I want it to be like a dragon. Actually, I really should. A silk full arm glove. You know what? I thought about also making it, maybe instead of it being a glove, maybe it be like a silk scarf that gets wrapped around the hand, and then maybe it's clamped on by something so it stays in place. That might actually, and it's not the glove itself that is the gift; it's the silk scarf. All right, something about that makes me like that idea. All right, let's see. You get the hand. You wrap the scarf around, and then there's a glove that goes on top of it, and maybe something that kind of keeps the scarf in place. And then maybe the sigil on here. And it's the scarf itself, not the glove itself, that is the gift. That might actually work. You have 3 rings that hold the scarf on. That might actually work. Yeah, I like the idea of maybe having the scarf be something she wears, and when she gives it to him, she unwraps it around her neck and wraps it around his arm, and then uses maybe some type of jewelry or something to clamp it on his arm, because she gives it to him before he goes on his adventure. He has a very specific task that he has to complete in order to help save the city, or I should say, help save the people. And she gives it to him as a way of knowing that it will protect the wearer from harm. She wears it herself constantly because that's as the empress, it's something that keeps her out of harm's way. But she gives it to him knowing that he's going to face something very dangerous in his journey. I wonder if she has like that'd be really cool if she also had like a necklace that she wore, and she wraps the necklace around the scarf around his arm, and it has like a sigil, and it clamps on the back of his hand. That actually sounds like a cool idea. I still need to design the sigil though, but I'm getting there. See, the ideas, sometimes they just come, All right, I'm gonna save this. I may do a few more drawings. It's only 8 after 8, so I'll save. Hero Lulu 04. This is the 4th idea for her. Let's put that aside. You guys, I know you probably can't hear it, but there's little feet running around behind me. I think one of the cats is playing in something, but let's see here. Which god will give them this item? Let's see. When Hera gave Brock the ring, she came to him in the form of the peacock, which is her symbol, and they had a shrine to Hera built above the town that they lived in, the village, I should say. And let's see. I think it's a matter. Let's see what. Yeah, I'm doing this without the proper. I'm doing this without using the proper quality list. Let's see, god list. Let's see. We have Zeus as an eagle, Artemis as a falcon, Hephaestus as a ram, Apollo as a bumblebee, Hermes as a cheetah, Ares as a grizzly bear, Hera as a peacock, Poseidon the octopus, Demeter a monkey, Athena the fawn, Aphrodite a dove, Hades the spider, and Hestia the dolphin. Athena the fawn, Aphrodite the dove. Love, that might... Soteria? I have no idea what that is. Jerry. Let's see. You know, I like the idea of the dove. I need to do some research. Most of these, I already know who they are and who they're going to be associated with. Like Artemis, the falcon is definitely the girls. And Poseidon the octopus, that is... that's actually the next one. Greek goddess of protection, Soteria. Okay, I like that name. I wonder if she's associated with one of the main 12 at all. That's information that Michael, that's his job, is to look into that. Like I said, he's the one that's supposed to do the research for me. But I'll have him look into that. All right, let's see here. Is this the pen that works? Yeah. All right, we're going to do some... oops. We're going to do some sigil designing here. This head's a little too big. Idea is wings and a tail type of thing. Actually, I think I wanted to base it on, you know, like actually like a Japanese character, which I'm just making up lines right now. That's not exactly what this is, but let's see. You know, I kind of like... I know none of the none of the characters, none of the, I should say, none of the gods had the crane as their animal, but I like the idea of the cranes being a symbol. Hmm. Oh, that kind of screwed that one up. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dionysus wasn't on my list. I don't know why. I think I think I went with the 12 major gods when I made my list. But there's something about that one I like. That actually kind of does look like a Chinese symbol a little bit. There's something about that I really like. Now to figure out a way to make it fit within a circle. I like the idea. I actually like the idea of the crane, but a very stylized crane. Let me try this. Yeah, we loosely based a lot of what we plan to do on the Greek gods, mainly because in the first book, Hero fights the snake, and I really liked the snake character, and I told Mike we got to find a way like to bring him back. And Mike actually suggested why not make him the Hydra and have him come back with two heads. And I was like, oh my god, that's genius! I love that idea. So that's actually the snake comes back, and he is the Hydra. And that's kind of where we started the whole idea of basing some of the story on Greek mythology. It was based because of the Hydra, and sometimes it's something really simple. See, that's way too. That's not what I wanted. I like the idea of coming up and out for the wing. Yeah, but see, I like it. I didn't get that. I didn't get that brush feel. See, I kind of like that. Hmm. Something about that kind of speaks to me too. I screwed that up. All right, here, I got an idea. Let's try this again. Hmm. Now, the idea is just to limit it within a circle. Let's say. That's kind of closer. This brush angle went... Let me try this again. More up here. Wings this way. Wing this way. Down. Down. Up. Over. I hate to say it, that kind of looks like a... not what I intended. But there's something about that I like. You know what? Instead of using the brush pen, let me try this with a regular pen. Let's do a pencil first. I actually like that one a lot. But that doesn't work just yet. Well, a little bit too... Well, nope, too much. No, not exactly. You know, I actually like that one a lot. Let's say you go with the idea that this is... Kind of like this better without those legs. Let me redraw this again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply just fold the paper over. Let's do it with... let's do this. Okay. I want this to go around. And this one comes under. You know, it looks very much like, almost like... See if this makes sense. Start here, and you go whoosh. You can... It kind of looks like a frog in a way. Maybe if the body came more down this way, and the tail... Let me try this again. Designing sigils 101. The lost art of how to do it. Yeah, well. Trust me, people. I make this up as I go along. Well, you know what? Let's stay within the circle. Let's stay within the circle. I don't know. This, to be honest with you, I really like this one. It feels like it has so much. It has motion to it. It actually feels like something without actually being anything. I imagine these wings would be a little bit thicker. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of this one. This top piece is a little too thick, but you know, actually, this part here needs to be a little bit smaller. Because if it's supposed to be like the head of a crane, it should be smaller. But I'm starting to like this design. And ultimately, that's what's important, is that I like it. Okay. Go here. All right, that piece, that piece. That piece. That piece. That piece. You know what I might actually do is add. Oh no, that's a little too much. That makes it look a little off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, almost looks like the neck is coming out here. The head and beak are here, and we lose the body. The tail comes down. The wings go out. All right, I might have to play with this more later, but I'm kind of liking this particular symbol. I may screw around with it a little bit more until I'm happy with it, but honestly, it's getting there. I wonder if I can actually incorporate the circle into it. You know, like the Superman symbol is the negative. You know? You know, this type of thing. I'll show you what I mean here. It's not a perfect circle, but you get what I'm saying, where the actual symbol is. You kind of lose the wings, don't you? But then again, something about this I like. Something about this. Something about this that I like. It's just 3 shapes, and they make the... Yeah, it's a little too much. Actually, you can... Oh, put like the sun, the rising sun in here. Okay, something about that works for me. All right, I think that's it for the night, guys. I'm wrapping it up now. I know it didn't go a full hour, but guess what? There was no cursing in this particular one, so I'm actually going to leave it up for you all. Hopefully, y'all will enjoy it. And let's see, I started 56 minutes ago. Well, I can go for a few more minutes, just jibber jabber. But I like this one. You know what I'm going to do? Let me get a piece of paper and let me redraw this one a little bit more succinct. And actually use... Oh, no, I can't see anything. Well, I don't want to bring out my light table. Well, you know what? This is one of those things where if you got it handy, you might as well plop it out on the table. I showed you all my light table before. Wait, isn't it working? Oh, I unplugged it. That's right. I got the opportunity to work from home last Friday, actually a week from today, yeah. And I had to be able to plug in my work computer, and so I sacrificed one of my plugs and chose I was going to be drawing while I was working. All right, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, Jerry, you could ruin the chat, but it wouldn't bother me. You know, I'm actually having a really good week. This week was pretty great. Everything started out well. I mean, I had a few issues with my car overheating, my van overheating on the way to get dinner for my wife. But other than that, it was a pretty good week. You know, things worked out well on a bunch of different levels, and I'm very happy about that. So, yeah. Oh, that got screwed up there, didn't it? I'll have to fix that. Let's see here. And then, of course, I need a smaller circle in here. Which, do I have a smaller circle? There we go. Okay. What do you think about this symbol? I'm kind of liking it. kind of funny how you guys had an opportunity to watch and see how this thing was created, and you could see it's a bunch of just playing around till you get it right type of things. I wonder if the tail, we should extend the tail so it touches. Yeah. There we go. This obviously is not something I should be doing with a brush pen, but, you know, sometimes you just grab what you got near you and you do it with whatever you got. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really liking this. I like this symbol. It kind of works. It almost has a yin and yang type of feel to it, which of course is very Oriental, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. So it has that kind of connection there. It's got the crane type look to it, which has the connection. Yeah, I'm really liking this. It's very much, if she had some type of necklace that had a gem in it with this type of relief image in it, I think that would work well. I had done a previous page in which there were banners that hung down for the city, and I wanted to put some type of symbol there. I really like this as a symbol. Actually, you know what? I wonder if adding a circle around it might make it stand out a bit more. Let me see. I'll use the Sharpie and this will probably ruin it, but I think I like this enough that this might work. Oh yeah, that kind of stands out a lot, doesn't it? Move that part there. Yeah, I really like that. I like that a lot. Guys, I think we got it. I think I made it happen. All right, I appreciate everybody who checks out the video. I hope you all enjoyed this little bit of design trying. To think this is what we started with. We started this with this little piece of crap, and we ended up with this really gorgeous piece of beautiful stuffness. All right, appreciate you checking it out. Hey, Jerry, always a pleasure. Say hi to the family, and I see you guys all on Monday. Take it easy, everybody.